Konnichiwa, I'm Sheena and this is Renaline. We're from Cefi and we're here to show you how to change an occupied bed. The bed may be empty or unoccupied when it needs to be made. They should be made at least once a day. Usually, the best time is in the morning when the patient is allowed to get out of bed to walk around or after a bath. This is called the unoccupied bed. This is done to provide the patient with a clean environment, to promote the patient's comfort, and to reduce the transfer of microorganisms.
Sheet, the blanket, in the pillowcase, and this is the laundry bag or hamper.
Loosen all linens while moving around the bed. Putting the bottom sheet. Place the center fold of the bottom sheet in the middle of the long side of the bed. Right side up. Make sure the edges are even at the bottom of the mattress. Smoothen the mattress by pulling slightly and tuck in the sheet from the head, then the foot of the bed. Miter the corners of the bottom sheet as follows. First, with your left hand, pull the hanging side of the sheet until the lower edge becomes perpendicular to the bed. Second, with your right hand, tuck the hanging part under the bed. And lastly, tuck the part held by the left hand under the bed to make a second tuck, making sure that it makes a smooth and clean corner. Unfold the top sheet in place and follow the procedure as in the bottom sheet. Do the same with the blanket. Fold the upper 6 inches of the top sheet and make a cuff over the blanket. Put on pillowcases. Place the pillow at the head of the bed with the open end facing away from the door. Lastly, wash hands.
If you have a loved one that is too sick to get up while you change the bed linens, you can make the bed while she's in it. It takes a bit of finesse, but with some practice, you can make an occupied bed without even touching the clean bed lines to the solid ones. I'm here with Diane and Thea to show you how to make an occupied bed. Gather the clean sheets. Set them on a chair or table nearby. Give the patient his bath before beginning this procedure. Work quickly so the patient doesn't chill. Roll the person over to one side of the bed. It helps if she's somewhat mobile. If not, you may need some assistance. Remove the top blanket. Set it on a clean spot if you're going to put it back on the occupied bed. Place the clean bottom sheet in place lengthwise on the cleared side of the occupied bed. Roll the bed's occupant over the pile of soiled sheets and onto the clean side of the bed. Pull the rest of the bottom sheet into place. Place the top sheet in place and tuck it in. Put the blanket back into place as well. Extract the pillow gently from under the head of the bed's occupant. Change pillow cases and replace the pillow on the bed. Change the blanket. Make sure the occupant is comfortable and warm.
Oral thermometer. Thermometer with long tips. This is used under the tongue and gives the accurate reading. This also used under the armpits.
The thermometer I will use is an oral thermometer.
Wash hands and rinse the thermometer thoroughly in cold water. Wipe the thermometer and disinfect with alcohol. Place the bulb of the thermometer under the patient's tongue. The patient has to close his or her lips gently, and the patient must not talk while the thermometer is in her mouth. Leave the thermometer in place for 2 to 3 minutes in the patient's mouth. Remove the thermometer and wipe it with a tissue in a rotating motion from the fingers toward the bulb. Tapos turn the thermometer so you can shake the thermometer back to normal. Wipe the thermometer with cotton moistened with antiseptic or alcohol. Dry and place in antiseptic solution or return to its case. Wash also your hands and prepare the thermometer as it is for the oral.
Blood pressure is merely a measurement of the force of the blood flowing against the wall of the arteries. The pressure against the arterial walls increases with each heartbeat, decreases as the heart relaxes. The maximum pressure in the arteries when the heart pumps is called systolic pressure. The pressure as the heart rests between contraction is known as the diastolic pressure. Both pressure readings are necessary for the physician to evaluate the status of the patient's blood pressure. Remember, many factors can cause change in blood pressure. That's why it's advisable for the patient to rest quietly for 15 minutes before taking the blood pressure.
Hi, I'm Genesis and we will show you how to get a blood pressure. Assemble unit by attaching shorter rubber tube to the inflating bulb. Insert dial into the other tube. Make sure arm is at the table level with your heart. Place earpieces of the stethoscope in ears, ready for use. Inflated cup with your right hand, and pop up until dial register 200 mmHg. Now place bulb in the left hand. With right hand, place stethoscope just below the elbow and below the left arm arrow. If you hear the beat at the 200 mmHg, increase pressure until you no longer hear any sound. Then increase another 30 mmHg on the dial.